Okay, welcome to section 4 of chapter 1. Chapter 1, we are dealing with computation and numbers. This is the last lesson of this chapter. And of course, we're going to deal with a past paper question based on what we did with computation and numbers. Now, if you're in Form 1, you're probably wondering, past paper questions already? Now, this is just to reinforce that everything that we do from Form 1 all the way to Form 5, that's what we are going to get in the math exam. So you see how easy this math exam is. This is a Form 1 topic, and we have a question dedicated to this topic in our math exam, right? So don't worry, I am preparing you for exams from the very beginning. Of course, if you've joined later in Form 3 or 4, well, then you could see the reason why we're doing past paper questions. But everyone across the board can do past paper questions. That's why we have individuals sitting math in Form 2 or 3 and passing with ones, right? And you can do that too. I'm almost certain of it. So stick with me, stick with math, with faith, and I'm sure that you would get through this course quite easily, and you could even sit the exam whenever you are finished with the course. Now, this course can be done even in a year's time. If you do more than one lesson, if you do an entire section per week, within a year and some months, you are going to finish this entire course, right? So it's up to you how you decide how quickly you want to get through all of these topics, right? Okay, so this is our past paper question. It's the first question, and it's usually the first question in the paper, which is on computation and numbers, right? So this is question 1A of January 2009, paper 2. Let's see what it says. Calculate the exact value of 3 3/4 over 2 1/3 minus 5/6. Giving your answer as a fraction. That part is important as well. Don't just say, okay, I'm seeing 3 3/4 and I'm going to work this out. They said to give your answer as a fraction. Right? To ensure that you give your answer as a fraction. All right, so let's see. 1A. 3 3/4. This is a mixed number, and we don't really work out anything as mixed numbers. We always change them into improper fractions. So that's 4/3 is 12. 4 3s are 12 plus 3 is 15. So 3 3/4 is the same thing as saying 15 over 4, right? And of course, we want to work out the denominator by itself, right? Because we have a whole sum or equation to work out below, right? So let's work out 2 1/3 minus 5 over 6. So again, we're going to change our mixed number into an improper fraction. So that's over 3. It will keep the same denominator. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 is 7 minus 5 over 6. And of course, the denominators are different. So we have to find an LCM, and that's 6, right? And to make this denominator 6, I have to multiply by 2. Therefore, I must multiply our numerator by 2. 7 2s are 14. And this is already 6, so I just keep my 5 here. 14 minus 5. Nine, right? So that's 9 over 6. reduce that. 9 over 6 is 3 over 2. As if I divide this by 3, I will get 2. If I divide this by 3, what if I do on the bottom, I do on top, I will get 3. So that's 3 over 2. So right, so I am going now to put the numerator and denominator together. So our numerator is 15 over 4. 15 over 4. And our denominator is 3 over 2. And remember, this sign in the middle here simply means to divide. So this, in other words, this sum is asking us 15 over 4 divided by 3 over 2. And when we divide fractions, we simply change the division sign to a multiplication sign and flip the second fraction, right? And then we could cancel 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 4, 2. 3 could go into 15 as well. So 3 into 3, 1, 15 into 3, 5. And the answer I get is 5 by 1 is 5 over 2 by 1 is 2. And we could simply leave our answer like this, or we could express it as a mixed number, 2 and 1/2. How did I get 2 and 1/2? 5 divided by 2, 2, remainder, 1, and that will be over 2, 1 out of 2. So 2.5. And both of these, this is a fraction. If you express it as this, that will be fine. This is an improper fraction. And if you express it as this, that will be fine. That's a mixed number, right? It's a type of fraction called a mixed number, right? So any way we express it, either way, 5 over 2 or 2.5, both of those will be correct. And that's how we do question 1A in January 2009.